magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning! So, it's a happy Sunday today. So, nag-record ako nito kasi just in case na hindi ako maka-join on Sunday dahil alam nyo na, medyo here in China may mga block na mga apps. One is Facebook, another one is Messenger, ano pa ba? Google, WhatsApp. So, mga naka-block yun. So, we need VPN para makonect lang kayo outside the country. So, by the way, na-miss ko kayong lahat and I'm hoping na sana isang araw magkita-kita ulit po tayo. So, kumusta niyo po ako kay Tatang Kiko, kila Nanay, sino pa ba? Yung mga kumakumare ko at pare ko, yan, yung mga kabataan, miss ko na po kayong lahat. At ngayon ay binigyan ako ng pagkakataon ni Pastor John na aking pinsan na magsalita. Sabi ko sa kanya, okay, sige. Sino ba naman ako? Alam nyo, pagdating kay Pastor John, hindi ako makahindi. Siguro dahil parang siya yung tumayo kasing kapatid ko when we were young. Oy, naiiyak talaga, no? Alam mo, nung bata kami ni Pastor Jan, para kaming aso't pusa. We were in a competition. Siguro dahil pareho kami lumaki kay lolo at lola. So, we're competing the affection of our grandpa and our grandma. Pero, nung tumanda na kami, na-realize ko din na why competing, di ba? Hindi ko naman siya hindi ko siya matalo kasi iba yung utak ng kuya ko eh. So, bakit ko siya tatalunin? Eh di maging friend na lang kami, di ba? Pero syempre kahit papaano, nandun yung respect ko sa kanya. Oy. So anyway, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat and sana po ay itong pagbubulay-bulay natin ay kasihan tayo ng pagpapala at Holy Spirit from our Lord God. So, yung memory verse natin, kung meron po kayong Biblia, maaari po niyong buksan and habang nagsasalita ako or habang dinideliver ko po itong mensahe ay nais kong tingnan nyo din yung Bible. Okay po? So, meron din akong copy dito and the Bible is right there dun sa aming mini altar, home altar. So, sige po, tuloy na natin. Ano ba yan? Ako'y naninibago. This is totally different from me. Kasi wala akong kausap. So, I'm taking this video evening para walang shiraim at saka king na nangungulit sa akin. So, puro ako soon ng soon, ano po. So, ituloy na po natin, ano po. Tayo pong lahat ay manalangin. Dakilang Diyos, aming Ama, nagpupuri po ako, nagpupuri po kami at nagpapasalamat sa oras na to na pinagkalob niyo sa amin. Maraming salamat po sa buhay ng bawat isa. Maraming salamat, Panginoon, sa kalakasan, sa pagpapala, sa fresh air at nagpapasalamat kami, Panginoon, dahil bagamat kami magkakalayo, kami pinagbuklod-buklod ninyo sa inyong panambahan. Maraming salamat, Panginoon, sa pag-ibig, pagkalinga, at nawa, Panginoon, itong umagang ito ay maging pagpapala, maging inspirasyon ang mga salita niyo sa aming buhay. Sa pangalan ni Jesus, Amen. No. Yung ating pong memory verse ay magmumula sa Exodus chapter 7, verses 1 to 7. So, meron po ako dito. Number 1, ito yung magiging topics natin today. Number 1 is doubt. So, doubt. Ano ba sa Tagalog ng doubt? Yung nahirapan ako mag-Tagalog. Sandali lang po. Doubt, yung bahala na po kayo. Nakalimutan ko po yung doubt. Okay? So, doubt or doubting God's power. Okay? Number 2 po, yung pangalawa is unperfect roads. Unperfect roads. So, Sabi nga nila, nobody's perfect. Pero, is there any such thing as a perfect straight road? Okay? At ang huli po ay, ask po natin ng konti. Knowing your God. Do you really know our God? I mean, do we really know our God? Or we just knew Him by the Bible? Or we just knew Him by His name? So, these three words na naka-line, yan po yung ating pagbubulay-bulayan this morning. So, let's go to the number 1 po. Okay? So, let's talk about the first one. Doubt. Doubting. Doubt. Okay. What is the meaning of doubt? Pagdududa. Ayun. Pumasok na po sa utak ko yung Tagalog. Pagdududa. Sabi nga, according to Merriam-Webster, doubt, the word doubt, or doubted, or doubting, to call into question the truth. So, it means, kino-question mo yung truth. Okay? Yung katotohanan. Sinasabi na, sa Chinese po, lagi namin sinasabi pag sinabi nilang, ang ganda ko, di ba? Or, I'm beautiful. 是漂亮. And then, the other will say, 真的吗? So, it means, are you sure? Like that. Are you sure? So, may Chinese words na po kayo. 真的吗? Ayun po, Chinese words yun. Tapos, sasagot naman yung isa, 真的. So, I mean, really sure. Okay? So, doubting. Call a question of the truth. To be uncertain. Or in doubt about. To lack confidence in. Or distrust. Di ka naniniwala. To consider unlikely, and etc., etc. When is the instance that you have doubt about your parents' words? Kailan po pa natin hindi naniwala o doubt tayo doon sa sinasabi ng ating mga magulang? Siguro, madalas or always. Most of the time, right? Okay. When we were studying in Harris Memorial College, one of the lessons in our child psychology subject was about how a child trusts us. Paano ba pagkakatiwalaan ng bata yung teacher niya? Especially kaming mga kinder major, ang hinahawakan namin ay 3 years old or sometimes 2.5 years old to at least 6. But when we were young, hanggang 7 yan, di ba? Pero dahil nag-new curriculum tayo, so it's 5, right? So it's 2.5 to 5 or 5.5. It depends upon the situation. So paano nga ba ang bata na to na minsan hindi nahiwalay sa kanyang mga magulang or sa mga guardians niya is magtitiwala nilang basta-basta sa amin as a teacher. Hindi naman nila kami kilala. So, pinag-aralan namin yun noon. Sabi ni Mami Harris said once we have said things, whatever it is, in terms of disciplining or promises, we should do it. Or else, the children will not believe us anymore. So, we should do it. Kaya, sabi niya, and the amazing of the being kids, they don't just keep the promises in their head or the words in their head. They just don't keep it, but also in their hearts. So, we must be careful saying anything sa kanila. So, ibig sabihin, kapag sinabi namin at the count of 3, you're going to stand up. And then, the child that that I'm talking to should stand up if I've given him or her ng 3 counts kasi makulit siya or whatever. Pero ngayon, sabi nga nila I've just heard, merong Duterte hotline sa Pilipinas, di ba? Merong 888. Kaya siguro pag ako magtuturo dyan sa Pilipinas, baka hindi na ako pumasa. Kasi medyo stricta na ako. Nung nagtuturo ako noon talagang marami akong issues about disciplining. Pero kung sigurong ngayon ako magtuturo at I'll do that, the same thing that I did before, siguro nasa jail na ako or I've lost my license as a teacher. Hindi po ba? So sabi, mga bata alam nila yung Duterte hotline, right? Pero dito po sa China kasi, wala pang ganun. So, ayos lang. Pero hindi naman yung totally sasaktan or whatever. Kaming mga foreigners, we're not allowed to touch the kids by hurting them. No, we're not. So, pero nagpapatayo ako. Nagka-count pa rin ako ng 3. So, 1, 2, 3. You stand up and you're going to read. Yun ang aking parusa. Read. Spelling. Read. Spelling. Yun ang parusa ko. So, kapag hindi siya makasagot or hindi siya makaspell, tatayo siya and I'll give him or her more words to read. And then I'll help him. Like that. So, para siyang, bibigyan ko siya ng task. Ganun ang parusa ko. So, kasi dito, kapag foreigner ka, hindi ka pwedeng mag-touch ng bata or like, sa pituan may makanita. Hindi pwedeng gano'n, right? So, sabi nga dito, ang teacher daw, the teacher should always keep his or her words. Whatever he or she says, whatever he or she promised, we only give simple. We don't give universe. So, sa mga parents, right? Sa mga parents, don't get angry or envy us. If your children believes their teacher more than yours, more than mommy and daddy, it is just because teachers really keep their words and we don't promise the universe to them, only candies. So, ibinibigay lang namin sa kanila candy lang. Hindi kami nagpa-promise na, okay anak, bibigay kita ng shoes na maganda, na blah blah blah. We're not. We're just very specific sa mga promises namin. So that we can do it. Kasi kapag mahaba, maano na, kanyari pag sinabi ng teacher na, palalabasin kita, you can't do that. Hindi mo pwedeng palabasin yung bata. Kasi whatever happens, sa bata, in your time, na nagtuturo siya, or nagtuturo ka, at in your class, ano man ang mangyari sa kanya, it's your fault. Kasi kahit na 10 pa nila, 30 or 40 students yan, kapag nandun siya sa klase mo, ang buhay niya ay nasa hands ng teacher. That's why we really choose our words. Hindi namin pwedeng sabihin ang mga bagay na hindi namin kayang sabihin. Kaya kapag ang mga parents, kunyari nag-promise sila and they don't do it, that's the time na magda-doubt na yung mga anak niya sa atin. Right? Yung tayong mga parents, doon yung time na nagda-doubt yung mga bata, yung mga anak natin. Right? So, lalo na si King, si King. Yung anak kong yun, alam na alam niya yung sasabihin ko. Sasabihin niya, Mommy, you promised this one. Mommy, you promised this one. Daddy, you promised this one. And then he will say that, Mommy, you're not doing your promise. So he won't believe us anymore. Okay? Okay. Teachers are very specific in their words. Why? Because we were trained to make our words more concise, more specified, because our lesson should always be smart. Smart. Okay? S. So let's go to the S. Dapat daw yung lesson namin laging smart. S. Very simple. M. It should be measurable. Ito rin yung dapat sa mga parents, no? M. It should be measurable. A. It should be attainable. R. Realistic. And T. Time-bound. Dapat nasa trend siya. Kasi kung ibibigay mo nga naman yung barot saya sa bata ngayon, ay nako, sasabihin niya sa'yo na, Mommy, what's that? Di ba? Ano ba yan? Kanila. So, I don't wanna wear that, of course. Di ba? So, kailangan dapat cool. Dapat they know what is it. And especially they know, they because they knew already what they like. So what yung gusto nilang makuha is what they like. It's not yung hindi nila gusto, right? So dapat ang parents and us as a teacher also, our motives or our words, it's always be smart. Hindi clever, ha? Smart. S is specific. M, it should be measurable. A, it should be attainable. R, realistic. And the last one is time bound. God is also the same because he's a rabbi or a teacher too. When he instructed Moses to go to Pharaoh, God specified details. So makikita nyo po yan doon sa Exodus chapter 7 verses 1 to 2 or 3. In Exodus 7, 1 to 7, the Lord is asking Moses to do a task for him. But Moses said, why ako? Diba? Utal ako, sabi niya. My words are not clear. How will Pharaoh listen to me? Moses is not only doubting the Lord, but also doubting his ability. Kasi nga may kapansanan siya to deliver the words. So, utal-utal siya. O nga man, kapag hindi naintindihan yung isang words, nasasabihin ng isang utal na tao because there's something wrong with their tongue. So, hindi mo maintindihan. Lalo na kung you're not going to listen very carefully sa mga sinasabi nila. So, sabi ni Moses, why me? Right? Pharaoh won't listen to me. Hindi niya maintindihan. Diba? So, Moses is not only doubting the Lord, but also himself. Okay? He's doubting himself. He's doubting na kung ano yung kaya niyang gawin. Okay? Because utal siya. But what God said, see, I have made you like God to Pharaoh. Ask your brother Aaron will be your prophet. So, your brother will be your prophet too. You are to say everything I commanded you, and your brother Aaron is to tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go out of his country. Diba? Ang napaka-detail nito kasi in-instructionan niya si Moses kung ano yung mga gagawin niya. Lahat ng gagawin niya. I made you like God. So imagine that word, I made you like God. At si Aaron ang magiging prophet mo. Diba? So dun sa continuous ng verse na to, ito na yung pangalawa. So what is the second word? The second word is unperfect roads. Unperfect road. So, ang question dito is there such thing as a perfect, straight roads? Meron nga ba? Is there any road that has built in this world that is perfectly straight? What will be your answer? There is. Yeah, there is. Well, there are many roads that are straight, or there isn't any, even a single one. Why? Siguro ang answer ko for me, there's no such thing as perfect roads. You know why? Simple. Scientifically, the earth is round and it's not flat. Then why God created the word straight? Bakit nga ba naka-create ang word na straight? Or diretso? Sabi sa Chinese kapag sumasakay ako ng taxi, laging sinasabi ng taxi, Nichu nali na, Nichu nali. Ibig sabihin, Where are you going? Is it going left? Zhou guai. Yo guai, it means right. Or jizzo. Jizzo means go straight, go straight. Jizzo. I don't know if my pronunciation in speaking Chinese is correct. Bahala na si Batman doon. Okay, whatever. So, jitsu means go straight, go straight. Okay? So, for me, there's no such thing as a perfectly straight roads. Bakit nga ba? Kasi nga, bilog ang mundo. It's not flat. So, ibig sabihin, kahit na umikot-ikot sa mundo, walang straight na road. Diba? Then why God created the word straight? If there is no such thing as straight, simple. The answer is to seek Him forward. Then why there are roadblocks? Rough, zigzag. Zigzag roads, sometimes there are a lot of obstacles to pass in order to reach God. Simple lang ang sagot. To see how wonderful His creation. To justify the word God. O nga naman, when you said that He is the God, and then you just go through Him, like, very simple. I mean, very light, na dadaanan mo papunta sa Kanya. Parang hindi na justified ang word ng God. Let's just make it specific, no? When I was young, nung bata ako, nanonood kami hanggang around 9:30 yata yun, or 10 o'clock with mama and lola. Nanonood kami ng Korean movie, Korean telenovela. Namin yung queen siya. And then yung soldier, gusto niya yung queen. So, gusto niyang pumunta sa queen. Yun yung pinaka-last na naalala ko na scene na yun. In order to go to the queen, ang dami-daming soldier na kailangan niyang labanan. So, nung malapit na siya sa queen, mamamatay na siya. Kasi, ang daming soldiers, siguro daan-daan soldiers ang kailangan niyang daanan before siya mapunta doon sa queen. Tapos sa queen, meron pa siyang mga main soldiers na nakapalibot sa kanya. So, nung nakarating na siya sa queen, he was already catching his breath. So, mamamatay na siya. So, kami naman ni mama, noon, iyak naman kami ng iyak. O, diba? Catchy. Diba? So, the word queen doon, in-emphasize niya na queen siya. So, kung ito God, kung diretso tayong pupunta sa Kanya, diba? Kung agad-agad lang naman niya tayong makakapunta sa Kanya na walang kalaban, walang kahirap-hirap. I mean, paano natin mapapatunayan na, or paano natin makikita kung gaano siya kadakila? I mean, kung gaano ka-powerful yung kanyang creation, diba? Paano ma-justify ang word na God, diba? So, tingnan nyo to. There's no such thing as perfect roads. It's imperfect, always imperfect. Why? Kasi wala namang ibang daan kundi ang Panginoon. Sabi nga, diba? I am the way, the truth, and the life. Diba? He is the way. Diba? He is the straight way. Diba? To seek Him forward. And to justify the word God. You know, all my ups and downs experiences, right? Here in China. So, I won't tell you about my story anymore. I will just tell you my son's story. Nung transfer ko siya dito sa China noon, he was already grade 2 sa Philippines. Sa Pilipinas, dyan po. Nung transfer ko siya dito, hirap na hirap siya. So first, pinatutor ko siya muna dun sa friend ko na Chinese. And then, when he was in grade 1 na, in-experiment ko lang. Actually, trinay kung kakayanin. Pero nag-seek na ako ng options. One is homeschooling. That will cost me 100,000 pesos. Aray ko, di po ba? Pero at saka ito naman, ganun din. Actually, almost mga 60,000 pesos in a year. Kasi 30,000 kasi private school din. Pero kasama na yung food doon. Ang kagandahan dito sa China, kapag nagbayad ka ng 3,000 RMB, tapos plus 1,500 lunch and dinner, libre ang books. So you won't pay the books kasi government subsidy yun. Tapos meron ka pang discount kasi may subsidize siya ng government na yung mga 20%, gano'n, lalo na ngayong pandemic. So binawasan talaga yung tuition fee. Tapos ano pa bang libre? Meron pa silang 2 times na merienda. Libre din yun. Parang nung panahon yata ni Marcos is Nutraban. Ganon, meron ganon. Di ba may trigo-trigo pa tayo noon nung nasa bata tayo. So, ganon. So, go back sa kanya, no? Bago siya maka-adjust, lalo na nung grade 1 siya, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na nabully siya. Hindi siya binuli ng mga kaklase niya. Nabully siya ng teacher niya. Ang sabi, one time, he went home na umiiyak. Not actually crying or sobbing. He wasn't sobbing. Just very, very sad. Ganon. Ang sabi niya sa akin, Mami, yung teacher ko, like, sinabi daw sa lahat, sa buong klase na he didn't like or he doesn't like foreigners. And the only foreigner na nandoon sa klase nila is yung anak ko. So, lahat ng kaklase niya looked at him. So, umuwi yung anak ko, very, very, very sad na ganyan. At sinabi niya yung ganun sa akin. So, actually, nalungkot ako. Siguro kung nandyan lang ako sa Pilipinas, nanugod na ako ng mestra, po. Pero dahil nandito ako sa China, naisip ko din na kung ako nga ba, yung teacher na yon at matanda na ako, kasi music teacher matanda na siya. Siguro kaya niya nasabi yun, hindi dahil ayaw niya talaga or hate niya yung foreigner, no? Or yung anak ko, kundi dahil siguro yung anak ko hindi niya naiintindihan yung mga sinasabi nung Chinese teacher. Kasi music teacher siya a lot of teachers here, even English teachers in the public school, they couldn't speak because yung educational system nila is more on exam. It's not more on speaking or listening. It's more on scores. Kasi it tells where you are going to go if your score is high. It's not because you have money. It's not because you are in a place or near the school. No, it will. They will. The parents or yung mga tao, yung mga parents, they don't choose the school. The school chooses them. Schools here in China are choosing students. Not the students choosing the school. Even nandito ka sa province namin or dito sa Shanxi province, kung ang score ng exam mo ay papunta dun sa kasulok-sulukan ng China, pupunta ka dun. Kasi doon qualified yung test result mo. Ganun siya. So, ganun siguro yun. So, guess what? Kung ano yung sinabi ko sa anak ko. Kung kayo po yun, ano po kayang sasabihin nyo kay King? When you were in my situation. Siguro sasabihin mo, sige, mag-homeschooling ka na. Or pupunta ka sa school, mag-complain. Alam niyo po kung ano yung sinabi ko kay King. Ang sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi ko, anak, ipakita mo sa kanya na Pilipino ka. Ipakita mo sa kanya na you are much clever than Chinese kids. I'm not being racist, ano? Pero that's my way of boasting. I mean, like boosting, not boasting. I mean, boosting my son's ego or my son's emotion. No, not boasting. It's boosting. Sorry. Okay? So, inilipat ko siya dito kasi I don't want him struggling without me. I want him to struggle with me. Kasi kung nag-struggle siya doon, nawala ako, one time, i-complain niya sa akin yun eh. Sasabihin niya sa akin na, Ma, naghirap ako, wala ka sa tabi ko. You don't know me. Alam niyo, mga drama-drama, totoo yun. Mga drama ng OFW, totoo po yun na nangyayari. True stories po yung mga yun. So, kaya ako siya dinala dito. Dinala ko siya dito para kung sakali mang mahirapan siya, andito ako. Nahihirapan man siya, at least, nagagabayan ko siya. At hindi naman forever ang hirap eh, diba? Sabi nga nila, ang COVID is may katapusan. Lahat, wala namang forever. Diba? So, sabi niya dito, sabi ko pala kay ko, pakita mo sa kanya, anak, na magaling ka. Mag-aral kang mabuti at isang araw, magugustuhan ka niya. And you know what happened? Yun. Isa siya sa mga paborito nila dito. Actually, di ba? So, mga struggles, no, bago marating ni King yung sorry, excuse me. Bago marating ni King yung fluency sa pagsasalita ng Chinese, fluency sa pagra-write ng Chinese, at makakope up kung sa kailangan na lugar para makapag-aral siya. Marami siyang dinaanan. Lalo na kami, we're not speaking Chinese. We couldn't understand. We couldn't write. So, nag-hire pa kami ng tutor niya every Saturday and Sunday. Yung mga estudyante dyan sa university. Para tipid. Tipo ba? So, tuloy po natin. Sabi po niya, nasaan na po ba ako? Ako'y nawala na. Okay. At isa pa po pala, okay, yung music teacher na yan, kung ako yung nandun sa position niya, ako yung nandito dun sa position niya, ano nga ba yung mararamdaman ko? So, kailangan ko pong i-balance yun para maipaliwanag ko sa anak ko kung ano nga ba ang dapat gawin. Di po ba? Okay. Okay po. So, tuloy po natin. Po, nawala na po ako. Pasensya na po kayo. Ako'y nandito pa rin at nakaupo. So, ito po. Number 3. Okay? Sa number 3 na po tayo. This one. Okay. Knowing your God. Okay, knowing your God. Nasaan na po ba yung copy ko? Ayan. Sorry po. Okay, knowing your God. Okay. Who is God? Okay, who is God? Yeah. Knowing who is God and what He can do. Okay. Former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada mentioned in his persona as a president before was a very famous line. Ang sabi po niya, "Wag nyo kong subukan." Ulitin nga po natin. Wag nyo kong subukan. Don't test me. Okay? And he was being tested. Actually, he was tested. I won't say he failed in his term as a president because I was young and lack of understanding about politics at that time. And I don't believe much about news. Pero, I watch and I read. I know there was a virus because of yung 24 oras actually, 24 hours, I said 24 oras. Way back, it was totally declared in China. It was not saying anything about it. Actually, nung pong December, alam ko na may virus, pero hindi na-mention dito sa China yon. Nabalitaan ko sa 24 oras. Yun po. So, sabi ko kay Raymond, I told Raymond, wala mo nang maglilipot or mamamasyal sa atin. We need to stay home kasi there's a virus. And they don't believe me. They thought I was just joking or I was just exaggerating. Okay, I even told some of my foreign friends here in Shanxi, in our place, pero they said, what's the virus? I said, it's a virus in Wuhan. I watch it. I said, I saw it in the news. And then they said, Shema, that's not true. And I said, it is true. So it was up. So dumating nga yung virus na to, no? Pero I didn't know na magiging malala. Nobody was expecting na ganito ang magiging effect niya. This microscopic virus changed or still changing the entire life of the highest form of animals in this world. And then, here in China, sabi nga, now in China, news said, be prepared for the second wave because of winter is coming. Alam niyo po, doon sa news na kababasa ko lang, ang sabi niya, itong COVID-19 na to, itong virus na to is very inevitable. How do you say that? Inevitable. No ba? Inevitable. Or very resilient. Unable to avoid it. Incapable of being avoided or evaded. Okay? I will show you the latest English news sent by the government to authority. Pakikita po ni Kuya Jan, ni Pastor John sa inyo. So, it's in the PPT. Or, isinend ko po kasi yung picture kay Pastor John. So, kung makikita nyo po dyan, sabi niya, these news aren't telling us not to be afraid. We should be afraid so that we can take more conscious or more cautions. Ang sabing ng mga expert, lahat ay may katapusan, which is true. But this virus, tinatalo tayo sa survival capabilities natin. It has the ability to adapt. It changes the spikes, depends on the weather or temperature. Kaya we need na mag-ingat po talaga. Kasi, titingnan nyo, ang sabi niya dito, bakit nagtagal siya? Like nung SARS before, ilang buwan lang and then it's gone. Pero ito, grabe siya. Kapag mainit, mag-iiba yung spikes niya. Mga corona niya. Kapag malamig naman, mag-iiba na naman. Kung napapansin niyo po dyan sa news na yan, nakikita niyo dyan, makikita niyo po na, sabi niya dyan sa news, sabi niya ganyan, kapag daw, lumabas siya sa katawan ng isang tao, kakapit siya sa isang lugar or sa isang bagay at mabubuhay siya doon ng ilang araw, and then, hahanap siya ng host. It means, kakapit na naman siya, tatalon siya sa ibang host. So, kung ikaw, na humawak dun sa hinahawakan ng may virus, mapupunta sa iyo yung virus. At mag-iiba siya, mag-a-adapt siya, depende sa katawan mo. Kung mainit yung katawan mo, mag-a-adapt siya. Ganun po. At saka, hindi lang siya sa tao, kundi sa mga animals too. So, meron siyang survival capabilities, tinalo tayo. Alam niyo po yung survival of the fittest? Fit na fit siya. I'm not telling this to scare you, pero I'm just telling you this para mag-ingat po